Una más? Or un momento. Un momento? There it goes. Restore. Ugh. So I have a grappling hook. Just like somewhere over there. I mean, we're so close to the ground. I gotta freaking jump this thing. Like, where do I need to get... I got my data port. What's the point?
Never mind. It's the elevator to ground. It's a standard.
Oh, goodness.
Never mind.
Where do I place the grappling hook? Oh, some music is terrible. So bad. The game might have come out like just like 1 or 2 years too early as far as technology is concerned. If you just had like Sound Blaster instead of AdLib, it would have been a little more bearable. This is ridiculous. Where am I supposed to put the grappling hook?
Nothing.
Why do I need to do this? That's a bar or something. I can't believe I'm gonna have to immediately bring up the walkthrough. Just give me a hint. Crap. Wait, look. Go back to the Hobbins factory. The whole thing is we need to go down, but I actually have to do is go up.
Never mind.
This game sucks. Where's the... I actually have to go back up to the factory. I guess go down somewhere in the factory, or get to the top of the factory and jump across to the security building. Why? Who told me that? Why would I have known to do that? I think it has the rad place, right? So where would I have this?
I've got the Shrievman port.
Brilliant. How did you manage that?
I had a trade with the doctor.
I hope he didn't rip you off.
No comment. See you later. Excuse me. Forget it.
So,
Check.
The display doesn't mean a thing.
what's the old machine? I thought I wasn't supposed to go over there because I'll die.
Told
It's a weird. Excuse me.
Oh, don't talk to him. I hate how you have to
Forget it.
when you talk to someone who
I've
walks
got
you
a
over
discrepancy.
It's a weird.
a specific point. Light bulb. Where's Joey? Where's my stupid robot? I got the anchor, I got the grappling hook, go back to Hobbins' factory on the top level, go to the ledge and escape the first security officer. Oh, this is not Hobbins' factory.
Confirmed. Fluctuation normal.
Again, how would I know? I hate these adventure games.
Access stair.
No, wait, that's the furnace. Yeah! Okay, intermission. Let's do it! Wait. Oh, wait, what? Up there? Yeah. Well, you see, at no point did anybody tell me I really need to get in there, right?
Security sim. That must be their head.
Jump.
This could be the most stupid thing I've ever done.
How do we know the cable's gonna hold it? Oh my gosh. What? It didn't. Ah! Huh, I picked up the cable. At least that was... Why were there no noises?
It's locked. It's locked. It's locked. It's locked. It's locked. It's locked.
Well? Oh, is that what the interface?
It's the link into, and I don't like the look.
I do. I totally want to get on one up in there.
It's
What?
It's a standard car. It's the link.
What? Survival. Life Environment Manager, Sentinel, Design. For security use only, engineers should refer to the program IC40. Carswell Unit Security. Link Environment Manager, file the readable data. Holy crap.
It's a step.
So where's the stuff I got? I have to do this again, do I?
It's the link.
Okay, I still got my stuff. can go look those up now, maybe, in the link thing. Green to put it down, and then now I can cross. No? Then I can pick red back up. Whoa. And I'll use it here or on the next one. Whoa. And then one of these. Oh, the second. That is so confusing. Let's go back. Probably a quick way back. There we go. I figured that out by myself. I didn't cheat. Restricted use only in accordance with Lake Mandate. Phoenix program. Pick it up. I just have to kill the thingy. Where's my book? Where's I'll use this one to get back quickly. Come on. Ping pong. I think I can do this, buddy. Use the Phoenix on it. Probably gonna come back at some point. Shara. Oh, maybe I can just rip this one. Give him the Phoenix. We got something out of there.
Welcome to Link.
Is that a separate car? Plane? Oh, hey. 4. Few documents. Briefing. Special operative. Overman. Mother reference. You're a Maria Piero, native of Hobart. Yes, my mom was from Hobart. Child removed in bid to defect. Child removed in bid to defect back to Hobart. Flight terminated in Gap. It remains the crash site. Search all Gap 12 hands in the area. Return Overman to Link at all costs. Subject is assumed that I'm Overman? What? Wait, I thought I got report done. Phoenix. How come those aren't decrypted? Oh. Okay.
So my real name is Robert Overman. But why does Link want me? And what's happened to my father? It's the Link.
Password for that. Carswell Center.
It's another.
I don't actually want to go in. I guess that's how I get back and forth now. Can I go down there? Oh, there's a full fence. I thought there was a stairway down. And this is all locked.
It's locked.
Right, now what? Link space, get the ball, magnifying glass, surprise gift, decrypt program documents with question mark on them, use decompress and compress data, go east, use passwords to get through the door, hit the bus to book, decrypt the new document, disconnect, use card and terminal on the right side of the screen, services, special Phoenix access, enable special Phoenix access. I think I just did that. View all documents, enable a special Phoenix access. How do I call it special? Sure, I decrypt all my
Belongs-
documents while I was at home.
It's the.
Make sure I decrypt
It's
all
the.
my documents. Yeah, up. No, that must have got a question mark on it. I need to decrypt. Beep. And that one. Beep. There we go, that makes sense. How would I have known that?
Welcome, please.
Four. View. We did briefing, right? Report. Special operative. No authority on record for increased status, promotion to unlawful intrusion expected. Level 3 surveillance. No authority on record for increased status and promotion to supervisor of land. Unlawful intrusion. Action 3 surveillance. Oh, that's because of what I did, right? Maybe. Status clearance. The bearer is authorized to utilize Phoenix Stanex to override the course of investigations. Oh, I guess I must have engaged Phoenix status somehow. Card. Okay, now I can go down.
It's the only.
I'd like to report...
Yes?
Yes, it's non-functional.
In what?
Non-functional.
Yes? Heard about a busted... Which busted elevator is that? He didn't...
When will the elevator...
When that saboteur and castrated...
Are you joking?
No. The elevator stays where it is.
Oh.
Can I go to ground floor now? Oh, I need to go down to ground level. That's what I thought. Where's Joey? Where's my stupid robot? There he is. Dickwad. Hey, people.
Oh no! Joey must have forgotten he'd changed
Oh
shells.
my god!
I hope his board isn't broken.
He just jumped off and killed himself. That's awesome.
I oughta... It's too he... What's through that door?
It's off limits to the likes of you.
I just wondered where it leads.
It's the old cathedral. There's nothing interesting in there. In fact, it's empty.
Why guard an empty cathedral?
I'm not guarding it exactly. I'm just standing here.
Preventing me from entering.
Yes.
Do you know the woman with the dog?
Oh, yes. That's Mrs. Piermont, the richest woman in Union City. And the ugliest.
What's the best way out of the city?
There isn't a way out.
Then the inhabitants are no better than prisoners.
That's the price of progress.
Never mind.
Climb the offense right now. I see it.
A pallet of bricks suspended from a pulley. It's pivoted in the middle, like a seesaw.
Climb it.
That's too big and heavy to... Far too heavy.
No, just jump on it and get catapulted across. What? Hey, boy.
Hello,
My name's Vincent. What's yours?
I'm Robert. You can call me Rob. Why aren't you at school, Vincent?
My tutor's malfunctioned. I tried to reprogram it to play video games.
Would you like me to repair your tutor?
Ah, I can do that myself. But then I'd have to go back to my studies.
What's that you're playing with?
It's my handheld games console.
Neat. What's the game?
It's called Fleecy the Lamb.
That sounds nice. What's the objective?
Torch the mutant psychos with your flamethrower and stop Dr. Mantis from butchering the orphans.
But that's horrible.
Yeah, I've played better.
Do you know a man called Overman?
No, Rob. Why do you want to know?
He's my dad.
Aren't you a little old to have a dad?
Last time I saw him, I was a little boy. I was taken away to the Gap.
The Gap? Oh, wow! I'd like to escape to the Gap. I'm tired of being told what to do.
Do you know the woman with the dog?
That's Mrs. Piermont, and she's a pig.
That's not a very nice thing.
Well, she tried to confiscate my... She gave me a lecture and tried to force me to join the Junior Security Corps.
What other game?
Not many, 'cause they're too expensive. They're smuggled into the city from Hobart. I've got Nobby, the platform game, Onan the Barbarian, and Revenge of the Deadly Dandelions.
I suppose they keep you out of Don't wear out... Excuse me.
Smart floral display. Are they real? What do you think?
They look kind of shiny.
Naturally. I've just varnished them.
Do you paint the flowers too?
This is Union City, not Wonderland. You obviously know nothing about plants.
Won't the varnish harm the plants?
Au contraire, Clever Dick. It filters out the crap in the atmosphere.
What are you doing?
I'm modelling a living sculpture. It's called topiary.
What are those blue flowers called?
They're dandelions. Don't touch them,
They're pretty, but why can't I touch them?
because if you do, you'll wet your bed.
I haven't done that for months. See you later. Tell me about your dandelion game.
Ah, it's brilliant. Are these giant yellow weeds?
You mean dandelions are yellow? The gardener told me they were blue.
He's mad. He's not a real gardener.
How'd you know the gardener is a fake?
He's got green fingers.
That's the sign of a naturally talented gardener.
I saw him dipping them in the paint. Anyway, the plants are made of plastic.
You're a real help.
No problem.
Don't worry. Excuse me. You told me, did I? Well, this boy assures me they're yellow.
Smart ass. All right. I haven't had any formal training, but I've always dreamed. I love them. Every little shrub and succulent. Those dainty blossoms waving their little stamens in the breeze.
All right.
You won't report.
Why should I do? Excuse. See you.
I don't understand what. Why? Who gives a what?
The leaves.
Where's the game in this? It's just obscure bullcrap that you couldn't possibly know without a guide. And then
Excuse
odd
me.
Conversations.
Hello, darling. I don't believe we've met.
No, I'm a.
I'm Mrs. Piermont, but you can call me Danielle.
Do you know someone called Overman?
Why, yes. He worked with my husband, Professor Piermont. Why? Are you interested in Overman?
He was my father.
I'm sorry, but Overman's only son died in an accident.
That was no accident, Mrs. Piermont. It was deliberate sabotage by security. My mother was killed, but I survived. And I've read a document which proves it.
Incredible!
Tell a bunch of blue
Your
cows
mother
to-
was a great friend to me. If there's any way I can help you, just ask.
How do I get out of the city?
Now, there's nothing in the gap but sand and savages.
But that's where I...
Oh, how...
What's the mutt's name?
Well, really, his name is Spunky.
He looks like he's got...
He has millions of them. But he's allergic to the flea powder.
Why don't you give him a good bath?
Oh, I've tried, but he can't bear to get wet.
Never mind. The door has an old-fashioned lock on it.
Not for long, does it?
The door is too sturdy to break open.
Break the law.
Excuse me.
Hold it. Your membership card, please.
I don't have one.
This is a private club.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You do now. Piss off.
How do I join the club?
You have to be sponsored by an existing member. It's frequented only by those with the...
You mean people with money?
No. People with credit. There's a world of difference. People with money think they can afford not to care. People with credit know they can't, but don't care anyway.
Smart shoes.
Oh, thanks. You can tell a lot from a man's shoes. The design tells you what kind of man he is. The way he cares for them tells you where he's going.
And what he's trodden in tells you where he's been. Do you know anyone who'd
What about old widow Piermont? She used to come here if you chatted her up.
Duh.
What goes on?
If I was to take provides recreational facility for a clientele with elegance, I'd be lying.
You just said it was
It is. The reason people come here is the cheap booze and the fact that it's off limits to security.
See you. The big guy's sacks are spilling their contents.
What? What?
The big guy's sacks are spilling their content. Nothing I can...
That's disgusting. Well, where's that lady? Dog. Hey, quit it.
Excuse me. Would you sponsor me for the club?
If you're really Robert, but I don't want to visit the club. I'll call the manager from...
Kill her. Kill her now.
Oh, come to Mummy, Spunky.
Now I have to do the dog for
Excuse me.
I'll see you back.
it. Oh.
That elevator's not big enough for all three of us.
No.
It's the call button. Security, open up.
Mrs. Piermont, Mrs. Hello.
Your pizza, madam.
What kind?
Quattro formaggi, with olives and...
My face. Hello.
It's the dog warden.
What are?
I've had complaints about your dog. He's a health risk, madam.
I'm not open. Hello.
It's me, Robert.
Come right. I've been scared silly by cranky visitors.
Welcome to my humble little home, Robert. You know, I remember you as a baby, Robert.
I've grown a bit since then.
I'm sure you have. You must have so many questions to ask me.
Yes, I have. What was the professor working on?
Didn't I tell you? Helmut was the designer of Link. It was his dream, but he died before it was realized. Your father became the project leader.
So my dad was responsible for Link?
Yes, he stepped into Helmut's shoes. Link reached completion on the very day you were born. From then on, Richard changed. He spent more time with Link than he did with his wife and baby.
I am the robot.
Why did my mother try to escape?
But she did her best to cope. But she wasn't the same after Richard's rejection. The authorities never approved of her marriage either, because she came from Hobart. Eventually, she decided to return home.
So the bastards had her killed.
You're overwrought, Robert. Would you like some paracetamol?
I don't want analgesic. I want answers.
Someone wrote that as a script.
Is my father still alive?
I've not seen him since my husband's funeral. What a magnificent occasion. I wish I could have stayed until the end.
You walked out of your husband's funeral?
I had no choice. Poor Spunky hates cathedrals. All that incense and droning makes him bilious. No sooner had I got him outside than up came his breakfast.
It's a good thing he didn't chuck in church.
Don't interrupt, darling. Well, when I got back, they were all gone. Congregation, choir, coffin and all.
Why didn't you want...
The memories.
Did you go there with the professor?
Yes. Oh, he was and I was a flower in my first bloom. He plucked me from the garden of innocence.
I see what you mean. The memories are painful. Are you gonna sponsor me now?
If that's what you want. I'll telephone the manager. This won't take...
Oh my goodness!
Is that Mr.
Just realized what she was
Goulston?
wearing.
Danielle Piermont here. I have a friend.
It's an ancient Greek statue, made of fiberglass. Nothing I could use that statue. These big wall screens certainly are popular.
Oh,
It's
TV.
another of those which select the record time.
Hit his dog hole.
It's full of bits. If I pick all over, if I
Can I poison it? I have no
See. Excuse me.
Hello, miss. How did you know my... You remember, it's my business.
Can I go in?
Certainly. But how come? It looks smart with the lights turned low. But in daylight, it's a flipping toilet.
Never mind. Excuse me. Hi.
Well, hello yourself. They call me Babs.
Oh my god.
Pleased to meet you. See you later.
Oh, don't count.
Excuse me. Can I have a drink, please?
No
Why not?
Mushrooms.
Gallagher.
Never mind. Hi.
Good afternoon to you, Mr. Overman. What do you think of the club?
The bartender won't serve me.
That's because you're a probationary member. Don't blame Barry. He's only doing... The liquor laws have been tightened since last year's Babysham riots.
Hey, get on with the game.
All right. I'm Colston, the manager of the club.
Pleased to meet you. How do I get...
Can you see it
I'll take your...
and lose the game?
You're gonna lose.
Don't be so sure. I've got something up my sleeve.
I knew you were cheating.
Well, so are you.
Never... Excuse me. See you...
Oh, then...
The select button isn't lit. Pressing the buttons doesn't achieve anything. They look really happy. Or stoned. I want to hear some Joy Division! Do you know Stairway to Heaven? Do you know Stairway to Heaven? Do you know... Hey, There's a thumb-sized indentation in the plate. It doesn't react to my thumbprint. There's no sign of a...
So why the hell did I work all the way to get into this club when nothing to do?
Excuse me. Where does the locked door lead to?
Oh, that's the wine cellar.
Excuse me. See you later.
Oh, then...
Excuse me. Where does the locked door...
The wine Colston's the only one who can open. It's programmed to read his...
Do the rules prohibit me...
No, you can drink all you want, but I can't serve you.
You are the bar...
But I'm not the cabaret.
How come you can get a drink and
I told you. Colston would fire me if...
What are the band called?
The Hot Club Quartet.
But there's only 3 of them.
Yeah, the saxophonist OD'd last month.
Did the saxophonist OD on drugs?
No. Too much sax. He got overexcited and ruptured his lungs.
Really?
I'm gonna complain about you.
Please yourself.
Never mind. I need to...
Forget it. Nobody gets...
Are we playing?
All right, this guy distracted.
Oh,
Why do I need wine
Never.
anyway?
excuse me. See you later.
Oh,
lost in a world. I just feel like this is so weird.
It's a little man carrying a log. Nothing I could use. Doors are unremarkable, but this one has a certain shut tight.
That's about all I can take. Could do something to that dog, probably.
Don't w- Excuse.
I already talked.
See you later.
But I can't get in that other place, right?
The door has an open.
So, what the hell was all that for?
Hello.
It's me.
Come, I've been.
Excuse me. Now that, I better not sit. She might take advantage. It's another of those easy to program machines which select the record time and channel at random. None of the buttons do what you those little kittens are it's an ancient little crunchy. If I pick up the bowl,
Finally, I know what the hell's going on. Ish. I'm gonna catapult that dog. Second I came down here, I knew.
that's too big. A pallet of bricks.
I gotta like.
Far too heavy to lift. That's too big and
I do have my cable still. I don't know if that's
never.
How do I get the dog to stop working?
No card slot.
Well, now what? Screw it. I'm saving. I'm done. I can't take any more.